Welcome to From Karlovac with Love World Cup Edition, episode number 8. We've reached the round of 32. Round robin games are all done, and here's the results of my prediction so far. I'm under 500. I correctly picked 34 games, incorrectly 38, while the dice, random chance, has picked 27 correctly and 35 incorrect. So I'm ahead of the dice. Not much to stand for, but it was fun. Now let's move on to the round of 32. This is where the games get serious and the competition starts to get serious. We got the Republic of South Africa against Canada. Canada will take this game in Los Angeles. Brazil against Japan. Brazil. Germany against Paraguay. Germany. Netherlands against Morocco. The Netherlands will upset Morocco. Morocco is a favorite. Morocco is a great team. But I think the Dutch are just firing on all cylinders right now, unless they pull one of their pull the chute and start fighting amongst each other, which tends to happen in these competitions with them. Ivory Coast against Norway. Norway. France against Sweden. Two European teams battling. France over Sweden. Mexico against Ecuador. Mexico against Ecuador in Mexico City. Ecuador is a good team, but Mexico will take this. They're on home soil. It's a home field advantage. That'll give them a +1 on a goal at least. England against the Democratic Republic of Congo. The DRC are over their heads. The English are going to be on fire. They do not want to get eliminated in the round of 32. Their goals are much, much higher than that. Belgium against Senegal. The Belgians have started playing better, improved with each game. It takes them a while. They're an older squad. So I'm thinking Belgium's going to take Senegal. And then you have the United States against Bosnia-Herzegovina. As much as Bosnia has been a great story, the USA is going to take this game. FIFA can't afford one of the host countries to be eliminated in the first round of 30. Spain against Austria. The Spanish are going to take Austria. I'm not a real fan of what Austria and Algeria did with their little back and forth game just to make sure that they both qualified. I know you can't prove anything, but it looked way too suspicious. Portugal against Croatia. As you can tell by the jersey, I'm cheering for Croatia. I think it's time to break the streak of Portuguese bad luck against us. I think Croatia is going to take this game without going to penalty kicks, without going overtime, in regular time. Then you've got Switzerland against Algeria. Algeria gets its due. They get their round of 32 game, and adios. The Swiss will take this one. Australia against Egypt. Australia will lose to Egypt. They will lose, as much as they're a great story, and Tony Popovich is a decent coach. I think Egypt is going to take them, and Australia will be the last Asian country in the tournament. Then we have Argentina against Cape Verde. Argentina over Cape Verde. I'm afraid this one could even get ugly. Then you've got Colombia against Ghana. You know what? The Ghanaians have a great defense. Colombia runs up and down the pitch. I watched their game last night against Portugal. That was probably one of the most entertaining 0-0 ties you're going to see. Ghana and Croatia played a tough game. I'm leaning towards the Ghanaians to take Colombia out. I know this is a surprise, but I think Ghana is one of the best African countries in the tournament. I think they're going to advance. Colombia is going to get eliminated, which will be one of the first big real shocks of the tournament. So let's see what the dice say. Republic of South Africa, Canada. Republic of South Africa 3, Canada 3. So we're going into PK. South Africa 5, Canada 2. The dice is picking the RSA to advance. Brazil against Japan. Brazil 3, Japan 3. Once again, going to PKs. Brazil 1, Japan 5. The dice is picking Japan in penalty shot. Germany against Paraguay. Germany 3, Paraguay 6. The dice is straight up picking Paraguay over the Germans. And that's a possibility. The Germans have not looked good. They've looked rather lackluster in their games. And I would be surprised if they lost, but I'm picking them to win just based on performance. Netherlands against Morocco. The Dutch 4, Morocco 3. So the Dutch will take this one in regular time. No PKs, no overtime necessary. Dutch over Morocco. Ivory Coast and Norway. Ivory Coast 5, Norway 6. Norway to take this game by at least 1 goal over the Ivory Coast. France against Sweden. France 4, Sweden 6. The dice is out to lunch. Sweden taking France, not going to happen. Mexico against Ecuador. You got to remember, Sweden didn't win a game in qualifications, and in their group was not that tough. Mexico against Ecuador. Mexico won. Ecuador won. Another game going to penalty shots in overtime. Mexico won. Ecuador 5. The dice is picking Ecuador over Mexico. England against the DRC. England 3. DRC 1. That makes sense. Belgium against Senegal. Belgium 5. Senegal 1. Senegalese dream is over. Belgium will win. USA against Bosnia and Herzegovina. USA 3. Bosnia 1. That seems like a credible result. 2-goal difference. Spain against Austria. Spain 6. Austria 1. That also has a chance of being the exact score. I don't think this game's going to be very close. Spain will dominate from beginning to end, especially if they're starting to get healthy and some of their players are in better form. Portugal against Croatia. Portugal 5. Croatia 3. The dice is picking Portugal 5-3 by 2 goals over Croatia in the round of 32. Switzerland against Algeria. Switzerland 1. Algeria 6. So it's picking Algeria to advance over the Swiss. We've got Australia against Egypt. Australia 5. Egypt 2. The dice is picking the Aussies over Egypt to advance. Argentina against Cape Verde. Argentina 2. Cape Verde 4. Not happening. That's just not going to happen. Cape Verde's been a great story, but Curacao was a great story too, and it's over. Colombia against Ghana. This probably should be one of the best matchups of the round of 32. Colombia 4. Ghana 2. Colombia straight up by 2 goals over Ghana. So let's take a look at some of the statistics so far. Eliminated by confederation. UEFA's had 4 teams eliminated, or 25% of their participants. CONMEBOL 1. Asia's lost 8 of their 10 countries. CONCACAF is down to 3, or half. The home countries, or the host nations, are still involved. Oceania is done, and Africa's only lost 1 country so far. So the African countries have overperformed and doing great. Asia, poor performances. Must be something with a qualification process that isn't. CONMEBOL, 6 teams qualified, 5 are still available. Great job. And UEFA with their 25% gone, 12 teams still remaining, and 2 games in the round of 32 are European-only matches, so you're going to lose a couple more European teams. You know what? This qualification thing's got to change. UEFA should be involved in the final playoff competition and allow some of the teams. Like Italy would have been a great opportunity for the Italians to qualify as the intercontinental playoff cup winner or champion or playoff winner. It just doesn't make sense to leave some really good squads at home based on qualification and just based on national standing in a lot. Let's face it. If Bosnia and Italy play 10 times, it's 9. So that has to be retweaked and reworked. Any potential of going to 60 teams is stupid and ridiculous. There's no reason for the FIFA World Cup to go to 60 squads. There's only 211 members. So going to 60 would be 25% participation. Yes, it draws interest, but it also waters down the competition. We saw some games. There was enough slaughters in this contest so far. In games where teams basically controlled the match, they want to run it up, or just weren't interested in running it up, didn't need to run it. And the playoff system, where the goals difference was taken out of it, it led to some iffy results, or potentially iffy results. Go back to the goals difference thing. It forces teams to play, forces teams to score goals instead of just playing. So there we go. That's it. That's episode 8. We'll see you for episode 9, which will be the round of 16. And let's see how we do against the dice. I'm thinking I'm going to be getting close to 500 after this. So have a great day from downtown Karlovac. This is From Karlovac with Love, World Cup edition.